who's in the building tonight.
Facts.
Okay, you know something? I just literally got an alert that we just went live. So was we just talking to ourselves?
I just saw. I'm looking at the. I'm looking at the alert too. It says for the last 15 seconds.
All right, so let's just do the intro again. All right, this is so bananas. All right, so for everybody who is rocking with us, Rich, you can start. Like, I know you had major anxiety, and so did I.
Yes. So yo, like I was just telling Sean, the last week has been a lot. We have a nice little following on Instagram. It was killing us though. The platform is killing us. I don't know what we did to them people, but they was killing us. But we here now, and you know I've been having anxiety all week, hoping this thing goes smoothly, but we did it, and we here, and now we can continue the conversations in a different kind of platform, and hopefully we get a little bit more love over here.
Okay, and for anybody who didn't hear, like I sincerely, I know I speak for Rich when I say this. Truthfully speaking, there's always anxiety. Both Rich and I, like trying to figure out this new technology, starting this live video. Like it has been so many technical challenges behind the scenes. Y'all don't even realize it. So first and foremost, thank y'all for coming from one platform to the other. I'm glad that y'all love what we're doing week over week enough to transition with us. And if there's any technical difficulties tonight, just take it with love. We're learning the platform, and hopefully everything goes well. Okay, Rich, you ready to do this thing?
Let's do it.
Okay. Yo, you know something, Rich? A lot going on, and I was gonna articulate where I wanted to go first and foremost, but I want to play a video for you. I'm sure you caught wind of so much that's going on in the media, and there's one story that I think that we need to share with our audience before we get into it. So let me again, I got to figure out this technology, but let me just figure it out and try to upload this video so that everybody can share in this first conversation. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, so give me like 5 seconds to try to get this thing right. Let's get some audio here.
But in public, the couple who married in 1997 denied the gossip about their marriage. Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple who married in 1997 denied the gossip about their marriage. Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Okay, Rich, could you hear that?
Yep.
All right, let me try to get us back to our regular screen and get this thing formatted correctly. Again, my apologies. We're trying to figure out this technology. So first and foremost, Rich, I'm sure this is not your first time hearing this. There's so many different places I want to go with this, but what's your thoughts on it?
Okay, so first of all, First of all, I'm confused. I'm confused, and I don't want to say, because I don't like speculating as a thing. But with this, bro, it's just confusing to me. If you don't want anybody to know, then don't tell anybody. If you're gonna act like you married and you're gonna say you married and you guys are doing what you guys are doing, then hold that. Like, stand 10 toes down on that. If you guys are trying to figure it out, then try to figure it out. But there's so much confusion here, and the confusion is only coming from one place. The confusion is only coming from Jada. Like the confusion with the Will Smith slap of Chris Rock even looks crazier now, because you're not with this woman. Now, granted, that's the mother of your children, and you're going to defend her, and I 100% agree with that. But now you up there talking about my wife this, my wife that. Bro, she's not your wife. Then you go back a little bit further to the entanglement. So now you on this red table, and you are literally sitting here and you're crying and you're emotional about your woman, and she cheated on you with your son's friend, which is crazy in its own right. But you weren't even together with her. Like, all the stuff that's going on with them, and then the whole Tupac thing. Every time this nigga have a birthday, or this it's a holiday, or it's a record that come on the radio, you got to deal with all of that. Yo, Sean, I just don't understand the disrespect of this whole thing. If you are looking to like she said, figure it out. This isn't how people figure it out. This isn't how people figure it out, by doing interviews, acknowledging that you're not together, acknowledging that you haven't been together for 7 years, in the midst of slapping men, arguing with other men, entanglements with other men, talking about other men. Got this man's daughter all on Instagram talking about Tupac, I wish you were still alive. Come back so me and mommy could be happy. Totally 100% disrespecting her father.
Who said that? Who said that? Willow?
Like emasculating this man to the highest degrees. And I'm just like, yo, what is the motivation? What is the motivation here? Is this one 100% smear campaign? Are you just looking to disrespect this man every opportunity you get? Are you looking to emasculate this man every opportunity you get? Do you know where the bones is buried and know that this man can't say nothing and he's defenseless right now? Is that why you're doing this? Because I don't understand the motivation for all of this. If you guys have children together, you just said on this interview that even though you weren't together, you were trying to figure it out, and you haven't had the wherewithal or the balls to go out there and actually get the divorce because you don't want to do it. You still love him. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because none of the shit that is being said makes sense in the big scheme of how that stuff works. Like, people who do it's one complete oxymoron. Like, it's a complete oxymoron. Like, people who do this don't do that. Like, it's clear as day. If you want to do this, then you will not do that. So how can you sit here and say that this is what you want and you haven't done this, but yet every opportunity you get, every single chance you get, and I'm not even talking about shit that has to be like big stuff that comes along or something, and you'd be like, oh, I just did. No, every single minuscule thing that comes along, you take it as an opportunity to rub this man's face and shit. Every single little thing. I'm not talking about big things. I'm not talking about 25-year anniversaries. I'm talking about every time this nigga's on the radio. Every time you hear California Love on the radio, like you just take it upon yourself to do a post. Yo, I wish you were still here. Oh my God, this is the man I wanted. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy. But I mean, that's my take on it, man. I want to say other things, but like I said, I'm not here to speculate about nobody else's personal shit. I just say live your life freely. If you like women, you like women. If you like men, you like men. If you like women who like women, if you like men who like men, whatever the case may be, live your life, live freely, so you don't put yourself in these positions where motherfuckers know where the bones is buried, and you're sitting here defenseless because you trying to preserve something that you can't preserve anymore.
Rich, first and foremost, this is crazy because I don't know if from your end, and again, everybody, it's our first week on a new platform. I don't see the comments. Do you see any comments on your end, Rich?
Nah, I don't see any comments.
Yeah, I don't. We got to figure out this comment thing because
oh yeah, I see them now.
You do?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Okay, see, this is funny thing though. I can only see them. Okay, so you see on your thing, if you look on your phone, it says chat.
Yep.
You click on chat, then you'll see where it says comments. But if I do that right there, and there are a lot of them, actually, there's a whole bunch of them. This is actually impressive. I'm actually happy. But if you're looking at it, then I can't see you anymore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, can you see me still right now? Sean. Oh, he must be looking at the comments. See, yeah, so
okay, we got to figure this. We got to figure this out because there is definitely a way. I watch enough YouTube lives where we should be seeing the comments going up and down for sure.
So when you clicked on that thing, you disappeared. So that's what, did I disappear when I clicked on it?
No, but when I clicked to come back, that's when it took me out the whole thing. So, okay. I'm too scared to even mess with it. So, can you, if you can see it on your end, great. I don't read the comments anyway.
I can't.
You can't?
Nah, I can only see them if I go away.
Okay, yeah, we got to figure out because there's a way on YouTube. I know to the right of the screen, the comments just go up, no different than it used to do on Instagram. But we'll figure it out. It is what it is. But here's my thoughts on this, Rich, and this is as real as I could put it. This is it's nuts on a few levels to me, and I'm gonna just speak as a grown man in a relationship. One of the issues that I have with anybody in relationships, nigga, keep like everything don't have to play out in the public. Like that is the death of relationships.
Correct.
And when I see the first time since 2016 that this woman chooses, after lying to the world and pretending, and I get it, I've been in a breakup before and you're not ready for the world to know. I totally get that. But 7 years, that's a little much. But the first time that you want to share it, you got Red Table Talk, that's your show. You share it on a Today Show. Like something that is nationally syndicated in every market in the United States. But you're also sharing it because you're pushing a book. Like nothing about these people's lives and their relationship doesn't seem contrived. Everything about it seems that the relationship is ending just as it existed. And I think people, they relationships don't work because you're not putting your whole heart and your whole self and your whole spirit. It's about public perception. It's about optics. It's about what people think. And it's also about gain. And you're looking at people who couldn't, like, come on, do you really need more money? Like, let's just, like, I get it. The world would be shocked if you and Will sent out a joint tweet and told the world, yo, we're deciding to separate. It's amicable, but you know, we ask that you respect our privacy. Now you put the bait out there, and it's like, yo, you got to go buy my book to get the dirty details. To me, everything about it seems contrived and unfortunate. I think that this is the way relationships are in 2023. Nobody respects the intimacy of their own relationship anymore. You can follow people and depending on their posts, you can tell your homegirl she going through problems with her man. Depending on his post, oh, this nigga, he trying to send a message that's supposed to be vague and nobody's supposed to know but his chick. But everybody knows there's problems at home. And I just don't understand why is social media and putting your issues out to the world, when did that become normal in people's relationships? And it's the depth of people's relationships. So that's number one. And the second point I just want to make, I totally understand not being ready to pull a plug on a relationship. Every one of us as adults, we probably done been through a bad breakup. Somebody broke our heart, or we broke somebody's heart. And ain't been ready to publicly, especially when the world, when they see you, they see her, or when they see her, they see you. For you to put out there, yo, we're done. That takes time. But that's the point I want to get to. It is time. Like none of us are getting any younger. And time, I've said it again and again and again on this platform, time. Like I am so cognizant and so aware and so intentional about my time. I don't have 7 years to be in a bad relationship. I don't have 7 years to put out to the world on social media and to my friends and my family and this and that and the third, that what I got going on at home is good. Knowing damn well me and honey, we not even sleeping in the same bedroom. We ain't had sex in 7 years. We're living separate lives. I done went on, or she done went on and had an entanglement. Like, this is crazy. And I think that I think based on what you just said, Jada has long lost respect for Will. This man she has lost respect for Will so long ago, she doesn't even know she's disrespecting him anymore. It's just part of who she is and her dynamic when it comes to him. To her, the things she do, the things she says, it's not even disrespectful. It's just, this is how I treat this nigga. And this nigga, and don't get me wrong, behind closed doors, he could be Ike Turner. I don't know. But in the public, in terms of optics, this nigga has been the butt of her abuse for so many years. And I'm just, again, we're talking about a public situation, but I'm trying to interweave it with personal lives. I think that at some point, when you can't respect the person you're with anymore, because we all started out attracted to, you go from liking a person and you go to loving a person. When that love turns to just constant disrespect, one of y'all got to be willing to pull a plug. It should never get to the point where they are at, where the way I just talk to you and talk about you is just disrespectful, but I don't even see it no more. But that's just my thoughts on it. I'll give it back to you.
Nah, you're absolutely right, bro. Like at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like I don't know. Like I'm just trying to understand the motivation for even still being there. Like there's nothing constructive about what they're doing. There's nothing that says that we're gonna be okay. Like if they would have been like, yo, we're gonna give this another try, I would honestly be like, yo, this shit is the fakest thing in the world. Like this is like this is some fake shit. There's no way you can come back. People always say that you never cross lines till you can't come back from. Like you can argue with somebody, you can have beef with somebody, you could do something. You do some. There's some shit that you just can't do, and she's been doing that shit. Like she's been doing. Like she didn't do it once. She's been like living on that side of the fucking line. Like she's been living on the other side of the line. Like, and to your point, like I don't even know that the world even understands it anymore because it's just become so fucking common that Jada is on the other side of the I can't come back from this line. Like she resides there. Like every comment she make is there. These interviews are on the other side. Like, did you even speak to this man before you did this interview? I don't know that you did. And based on the conversation that you're having with this woman, I would deduce that you didn't. I would deduce that you are living your own life and doing the things that you want to do, how you want to do them, without any regards for what it's doing to him, what it's making him look like, or how it's painting him in public light. And there's no way that this nigga could be sitting at home like, yeah, baby, like go ahead and go knock that out. Like there's no way, like Sean, come on. There's no way that she sat in that interview and said the things that she said to that woman, and Will was like, oh yeah, I signed off on that. She's living on, like, it's over, bro. It's over. Like let's just, like, I don't even want to talk about these people no more. Like, I don't even want to see this stuff no more about them because it angers me. And like you said, Will Smith could be fucking Ike Turner within the confines of that house. We don't know. So we don't know the other side of the story. All we know, but I guarantee you, but well, you know what, Sean? We do know he's not Ike Turner. We know he's not Ike Turner. Because if she would do all this and say all of this, she would say that too.
Without a question.
There's no doubt in my mind that as far as she goes beyond that fucking don't cross line, if that nigga put hands on her or did anything foul like that, that would be part of this conversation as well. Man, listen, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's crazy to me, though. It's crazy to me. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. The kids are grown. You should have known something was weird when it was like, yo, like this whole shit has been fraud. Like this, like remember they had the big old thing about the other baby mama living in the house with them, and it was one big happy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, Rich. Nick, and again, this is part of a bigger conversation right now. Like niggas live, niggas, and take them out of it. People live in loveless relationships every day of the week. They just ain't in the public eye. People literally live a facade. It's window dressing. It is freaking a complete illusion. On the outside, you one thing, y'all holding hands saying, yo, we've been together forever. And when you get behind closed doors, it ain't no conversation. Like I'm going to one room, you going to another room. And I just think that irregardless to them, because I think that they're the extreme, and I like what you just said. She lives on the other side of that line of disrespect. She does. She doesn't even the line. She's so far beyond it. She doesn't even see it anymore. It doesn't exist in her world. Even if she looks backwards, she cannot spot that line anymore. So that's why some of the things she does and say, she's just too far gone. To her, it's not even disrespect anymore. But I think it's a common problem in relationships. I think people would rather be in a loveless relationship than be alone. And I truly believe that with my heart. People would rather, especially when people start getting up there in age, they would literally rather, I would rather be in this loveless. I have nothing in common with this person anymore. But I'm in my 40s. Some people are in their 50s. Some people are in their 30s. And I would rather stay with the devil I know than to go back out there and gotta meet somebody, gotta get to know them, and gotta start all over. So you know what? I prefer to waste my life, because that's what it comes down to. It's not wasting your time, it's wasting your life. I prefer to waste my life here, because here is familiar. And I will do everything I can do to keep this piece of crap, worthless nigga with me. Because the thought of me going back out there at this age, nah, that ain't worth it. And I think that that's a travesty and a tragedy in relationships.
No, you're 100% right. Actually, it's funny you say that, because the same conversation was on Shannon Sharp had Earthquake, you know, that comedian, and he basically said the same thing you said, except he.
Which one said it, Shannon or Earthquake?
Earthquake. They were talking about this Will and Jada relationship, and Shannon was like, "So why do you think?" And then Shannon was like, "I know people all my life." Earthquake said, "I know people all my life who live in loveless relationships. I need to get out my mama house. He's gonna provide a place for me to live, a place for me to stay. I'm going over there with him. You don't love that man. You're just looking for an opportunity to get out of your mama house." Or he said his aunt did it. Or like you said, people are getting older. They need their companionship. They don't want to be alone. I'd rather be with the devil that I know than go out and fuck with somebody else that I don't know, and the grass ain't greener. So some people always say the grass is greener on the other side, but then you have the people that be like, I'm not trying to go over there and do nothing else with no new grass. I'm not trying to mow it. I'm not trying to water it. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm cool right here with this fucking brown, dead-ass grass. But you know what, though? I know what this grass is. And like you said, you're wasting your life. You're letting your life go away, because you're going to wake up and you're going to be 60, 70 years old and unhappy.
But I'll go one better, because sometimes it's not even about the I'm going to stay here with the devil I know. And somebody's going to be offended with what I'm about to say, but it's just real as I can put it. Nigga, I know women right now, and I'm speaking of women specifically when I say this. I know women right now, and they looking in that mirror, and they crystal clear. I'm not that young hot thing no more. I am not that thing that when I walk out, I get the same amount of attention that I once did. And I'm crystal clear on that. So instead of trying to roll the dice and betting on yourself and saying, look, I might not be that young hot thing, but I still look good. I still bring a lot to this table. And any man on planet Earth would be ecstatic to get one like me. They're so focused on what's in the mirror and what's surface level that they are not willing to step outside and do it again, because they're like, I would rather stay here and again be with the devil I know, because I don't believe that I can get another nigga to wife me. And being in a relationship is more important. I'm getting too old. I can't be paying these bills on my own. I can't be starting all over. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna be going on 50 dates with deadbeat niggas before maybe I find the one. When I know that nigga got options, like my man Fred said, he's and that dude is something different. Fred was like, yo, I'm at an age where I can date the mother or the daughter.
Or the daughter.
That was some cold-blooded words right there, kid.
Yes. But nothing, but no lies told.
No lies told.
No
No
lies
lies
told.
told. And I think women they lose track of the fact that you bring more to the table than just external. They lose track of the fact that, yo, you know what? Maybe you don't look like you did when you was a teenager or in your 20s. But neither do that nigga who you with. That nigga just as old as you, if not older. That nigga just as tired as you, if not more tired. And if he can find one, why can't you? But they'll stay trapped in a situation because they don't believe, whether they articulate it out loud or not, they don't believe that it's somebody out there who's gonna love them, be attracted to them, and treat them like a freaking snack. Look at them like they're a snack. Because when they look in the mirror, they not seeing what they used to see 20 years ago.
Two things: insecurity and competitive nature. Women are insecure, competitive beings, bro. And that's a recipe for disaster. Because you cannot maintain, like, even if you are like, that's the difference between men and women. As men grow older, they start to don't care about the looks anymore, but they care about the finances, because finances is going to put them where the 35-year-old looks put them at. You understand what I'm saying? A 50-year-old man with money is going to put him in the same place that Fred spoke about as a 25-year-old man. Women, where the money doesn't really matter to men, and that's what we say week after week after week. Week after week after week, the same criteria doesn't, it's not that. And now you find yourself trying to compete aesthetically. You're trying to compete aesthetically with girls who are half your age. And sometimes it's a recipe for disaster, man.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you something. In the game of love and competition don't go together. So
At all.
it's always a recipe for disaster. Like it, nigga, it's you in a losing battle if you competing with anybody outside of that person in the middle. That's the person you need to be in competition with, to be the best human being, to be the best spouse, to be the best lover, to be the best husband, the best wife that you can be. That's your secret sauce. That is the intangible that only you can bring to the table. And it's crazy because you and me are very similar. And maybe it's ego. I don't know. But I truly believe, yo, I am a great catch. I truly believe that. I work with Sean. I believe I am a great catch. And when you go out there with that kind of energy, that energy is contagious.
Mm-hmm.
Like that energy is transferable. Like people know, like when a woman walk in a room and she knows she bad, nigga, the whole room turn their head. Like that whole room turn and look the other way when she walk and she know that outfit she wearing is A1. She just came from getting her hair done. The smell is just right. She got on that perfume. Like she know and she walking like a stallion. She ain't gotta say a word. It's verbal and it's just contagious. Like niggas think like, yo, I need to meet her. And more times than not, that's how men walk in a room. You can have dudes that don't have nothing to offer. But
Confidence, nigga.
like something.
Yep. That's a fact.
Okay, let's load up this next video. Bear with me. I'm gonna try to bring it up. If I can't bring it up for whatever reason, then I'll go to the next subject.
Yo, we got 250 comments, man.
Damn.
Do you see at the bottom where it says, if you click, or I guess if you click on chat?
Yeah, because every time I click on chat, I can't come back. So I'm just behave myself. You can do it yourself, but up until we really learn this new platform, I'm gonna just behave myself. But let's try to get this next video up. Bear with me one sec. Get some sound.
If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy, and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days, and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be. You can be nice about it, but let's just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try, all sorts of different budgets. Okay. It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city. So he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise. So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first. So my thing is, I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner. This is the thing for me. Like, I know men, the number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right? When they see you, they meet you, they're going to be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive, right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure. But the first thing is how you look, right? So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on a full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail? Be oh so for real. Let's take it even deeper. When women go out with a man that they do not know, they take a huge risk. Men are crazy. Okay, do you watch the news? Like 1 in 5 men are violent. He could unalive you. He could RAPE you. He could stalk you. He could harass you if he feels like it. Like, it is very dangerous, extremely dangerous. When you go out with a man, you have to share your location with your mom and your friend. You have to send a screen recording of his Hinge profile and the conversation that you guys had so that if you go missing, they have context. You have to text your friend every half an hour while you're with him to let her know that you haven't been beheaded. You have to take an Uber so that he doesn't know what kind of car you have, just in case he's crazy. And then when you get home, you have to text somebody to tell them that you made it home alive. Men aren't doing that. They don't have to worry when they meet a woman that they do not know that their lives will be in danger. Quite the contrary, men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well-dressed, it reflects well on him. People look at him and they think, oh, wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy if he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him. If he's fugly or he's overweight or he's short, they're like, oh yeah, he must have money in order to be able to pull a baddie like that. So my thing is like, what's in it for women? We've already spent more money than you by just putting our makeup on. We're in danger. Like, what's in it for us? So then all of that, plus this man is a pharmacist, okay? You mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year, but you can't take me to $120 to maybe $200 dinner, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert? Like, and that kind of thing, look, men are supposed to be on their like best behavior when they're doing a first interaction with a woman. Like that is when they are at their absolute best. So if he's being cheap now for a first interaction, he's going to be cheap on your birthday. He's going to be cheap on Christmas, like that kind of thing. That only gets worse. It never gets better. That is the type of man that's going to want you to work full time, pay half the rent when you guys.
Okay. Richard, let me see if I can get this screen back like the way it's formatted. Go ahead and talk. I'm trying to get our format back. But go ahead.
These videos, I'm gonna try not to start off the way we ended on the last platform. I don't want these people to get mad at us and be like, "What the hell these two niggas over here doing?" So I'm gonna try to keep this shit. I'm gonna try to keep this real PG-13. But these videos trigger me, bro. Like when I send you these videos, or I look at these videos, or you send me these videos, and we discuss them previous to coming on here, they trigger me because this shit is like what I tell you time and time again over this boys club that we've been doing. It like this is where we are in civilization. Like this is where we are. Like, and I'm not saying all women think like her because, like, even when I saw this specific thing, I had to go to the comments and be like, let me see. Let me just go here and see what the world is saying about this woman. Like, I don't even want to formulate my opinion. I want to go see what everybody else is saying first. And women trashed her. Women trashed her. Women in the comment section trashed her. Where do you get, like, where is the entitlement? Like the level of entitlement. Who do you think you are? What do you think you deserve? What makes you better than me? What makes me have to go out here and do all the dirty? Like you just said that you putting on your makeup and putting on your best foot forward. You should be rewarded for that. You should be rewarded for coming out of the house respectable, presentable, looking good, smelling good, all of those things. Hair done, shoes clean, hands soft. You should be rewarded for things that women are that's supposed to be who you are. That's a reflection of who you are, you stupid bitch. Like that's a reflection of who you are. You should always want to look good. Whether you're going out to dinner with me, Sean, Will Smith, or whoever, you should want to look good. It's about your pride. It's about who you are. And you're going to tell me that your makeup costs more than my, I don't know, Tom Ford cologne? My $450 Tom Ford cologne? Or my $150 worth of gas that I put in my car to go to take you to your $200 dinner? So since when is it competitive to where you are sitting on this live talking about what you do and where you are that you feel so entitled that you should be coddled and the nigga don't know you from a can of paint? And just to show you how fucking delusional and weird this chick is, she's talking about this. This is how ridiculous the world is today, Sean. She sat in that video and said, because this man who makes $150 grand a year as a pharmacist, and this is a sign of the times, because if he's too cheap to take you for a dinner now, it only gets worse. You fucking bird brain bitch. How about that nigga don't know you? How about that nigga don't owe you nothing? How about you have not shown him anything? How about maybe he gets to know you? Maybe he likes you. Maybe he will do anything for you. When did relationships get to the point where I have to lead with doing anything for you? I have to lead with that to get you to be happy, to one day show you that I want to make you happy. So I have to make you happy without even knowing you to show you that one day I want to make you happy. That does not make sense. That's crazy to me. But this is what the problem is. And I was talking to my boy Lou, and we were talking, and I said, you know what, Louis? I used to get mad at women. I used to get mad at this mindset. I used to get mad at this level of entitlement. But there are actually dudes out there who are doing it, because this wouldn't be a thing. This couldn't be a thing if nobody was actually doing it. So it's like the little kid who's bad at the store, or the little kid who goes to school and he's disrespectful and bad. You can get mad at the kid. You can even punish the kid. But you have to look further and look at the parents of that child and how he's being taught, what he's being taught. These kids, the relationships today are transactional. They're quick. They're microwave. Like everything else in this world that we've been talking about. That's why rap sucks. That's why TV sucks. That's why there's 50,000 channels. That's why nobody watches anything anymore. Nobody does anything anymore, because everything is transactional. It's so quick. Okay, I want to, damn, shorty bad. I want to smash. What it's going to cost me to smash tonight? By proxy or by demand? How are we going to do it? That's not how relationships are built. That's not how relationships are built. They're not built by me trying to impress you by taking you to a $500 dinner so you can stuff your fucking belly, take a doggy bag home to your fucking children, and I never see you again. It's not you telling me that you put makeup on, so you're entitled to a night at fucking Noble because you put makeup on. Like who? And I can't even get mad. Like the reason I'm not even really spazzing the way I want to is because I read the comments. And even in the comments, women were like, yo, that bitch is lunatic. That bitch is crazy. That bitch is ridiculously entitled, and she's making a fool of herself. But these women exist out here, Sean. And that's what I've been telling you for the last year and a half. These women out here, they fucking exist. That girl is not just saying some shit to go viral. As much as I would like to think that she's just saying the most ridiculous Candace Owens shit so she can go viral and have her moment in the sun. But no, there's real people that think like that. There's people that think like, yo, you want to take me on a date? Give me $500 because I need to hire a babysitter. I need to get my hair done. I need to get my nails done. So you're telling me that I need to send you $500 in Cash App, Zelle, Venmo so that you can get ready to go on a date for me to spend more money. This is where we're at, bro. And I'm not saying we're at this with all women, because like I said, I prefaced this whole diatribe by saying I went to the comments that day. When I sent you that video, I went to the comments and I felt vindicated when I read the comments, because I said, okay, there's a lot of women out here who think like I'm thinking. There's a lot of women who are bashing this woman and saying to themselves, I hope this is not indicative or reflective of how I think, because this bitch has lost her fucking mind. But the minority is turning into the majority, and I say this week after week. That mindset that that woman had in that video is starting to be more and more prevalent. Back 20 years ago, the whole world would look at her like she's a nutcase. But they're starting to be more. It's starting to be more. There was a time when we looked at rap music and we said, there's no way that bitches can come out here and be this bad and actually be successful being this bad. But now we turn on the radio and they're all bad. They're all bad. But they used to be the minority. But now the good ones are the minority. The bad ones are the majority. And that's where we're going with in life, bro. That's all I keep telling you. And you fought it for a long time. I think you're coming to the dark side, because every week that we had these conversations, you start to be a little bit more Richie D inclined than you were when we first started. But go ahead.
You know, Rich, a lot of what you said is true. It's honest. I'm not mad at how you feel, because I feel very similar, right? It's a couple of things that stand out to me. This woman, at the end of that video, before I just couldn't take it anymore, she said this man was a pharmacist. He's a six-figure earner. Why can't he pay more to take her out? Um, once upon a time, Rich, that was a good thing. That was attractive in and of itself. This man works. He's got a good job. He's got a good career, and he's a six-figure earner. And her worldview is so small that the only thing she could focus on is why can't he take me out on a more expensive first date? That is so asinine and backwards. And it is beyond scary to me and grown men to think that our young women, or just women, because I done seen some women who got a lot of miles on them talking this crazy talk, that this is the kind of nonsense that you believe. This woman was talking like she actually was saying something intelligent. Like she had men all figured out. And if I ever got a chance to speak to her, the first question I would ask her is, do you have a man? How has this line of thinking been working out for you so far? Because you talk like you got all the answers. But I can almost bet every dime I have to my name that woman and women just like her are alone. So I know me and you, we go back and forth, and I'm like, yo, to me, I believe that her and women like her are the minority. I do. I don't believe that they speak for the larger makeup of the female population. But here's what I know. They're all alone. They got all the answers. They just ain't got a man. They got everything figured out except how can I get a man to wife me? That's the part that none of them ever talk about. I would love to see the video where a woman comes on talking that crazy talk and says, baby, come sit next to me. Tell the world that everything that I just said actually works and you love and adore me. You're never going to see that. You just got chicks talking to other chicks. She had the audacity to say, I know men. I know men. She was halfway right. Yes. A man, before he gets into anything, is based on looks. Ain't no man gonna deny that. But once we establish that you're attractive in our eye, then there has to be something more up under the hood. Yes, the shell, it looks great. Like I like everything about the external. But the minute you open your mouth and start talking this crazy talk, that's when you see the other side of niggas. Because one of two things is gonna happen. A nigga gonna be like, yo, you sound crazy, and I ain't wasting my time with you. Or I am gonna waste my time with you, but I'm gonna hit it because I thought you was attracted to begin with. I still wanna smash, but once I smash, I'm gonna make an example out of you. I'm gonna give you a reason to be pissed off with every other nigga out there and make more videos that make absolutely no sense, not realizing that you brought this energy to yourself. Ain't no real man. And Rich, maybe you are right. I don't believe you are. Maybe I'm coming a little bit to the dark side, but ain't no real man wifing none of these chicks. So if this is the way any woman thinks, I would tell any woman, start getting around male friends. Stop listening to your girlfriends. Stop listening to chicks like her who think they got it all figured out, and start talking to the other sex and see what they say. And I can guarantee you 10 times out of 10, they're going to say exactly what you just said. This chick is a bird brain and she's out of her mind. And one last thing, because I know we got to go and bring the audience in. But what's wrong with coffee on a first date? Nigga, neither one of us got nothing invested. We're both seeing if both of us are worth another phone call. We're both seeing if either one of us is worth another text message. Yeah, we've been going back and forth texting, we've been DMing, we've been on the phone. But now, I got to see if I got chemistry with you. I got to see, is there any human interaction where I actually want to be around you? Why not do it in a neutral environment? What the hell I look like taking you out to a freaking Del Frisco's or Noble or any? I might not even like you. You might irk my nerves, and I might irk yours. So why am I paying $200, $300, $400 only to find out that you wasn't worth $2, $3, $4? Work for Uber. So to me, when I hear this train of thinking, I'm fearful for young women. I really am. I'm fearful for our daughters, because if they think that this is what it is, they're going to be old and alone, because ain't no man putting up with this. Period. That's my thoughts.
I'm gonna be quick. I just miss the days when there was a like reciprocal relationships where we went out and you felt like, you know, you wanted to do the right by the guy that you're with, and the guy that you're with wanted to do right by you, and that's how this shit builds. I just don't understand this mindset that I have to go out and prove myself to you while you sit back. And it's an honor for me to be able to prove myself to you. That shit is crazy to me. So we're not trying to prove ourselves to each other. We're not trying to make each other feel like that we are who we say we are, and we are what we say we are. You are sitting here from a position of hiring. You are sitting here from a position of power. You are sitting behind the desk, and I'm essentially interviewing for the job to maybe be able to come out with you and hang out with you again. That shit sounds so fucking crazy to me. That I got to impress you. I got to take you to the flyest places. I got to put my gas in my car. I got to wash the wagon. I got to put the earrings in and the jewelry on, and all this to impress you. And all you doing is sitting there wondering what I can do more, when you haven't done anything, because you felt like putting makeup on was above and beyond the call of duty. Man, listen, I will never subscribe to that shit. Ain't nobody gonna get me to subscribe to that shit. You got to prove your worth to me, just like I got to prove my worth to you. And if you think that you finna get up here and get, man, please, I will be single to the day I die. Taylor, Ashley, y'all niggas better learn how to put grown diapers in a white ass, because that's where I'm gonna be.
Nah, Rich, nothing you're saying is wrong, but I think that stinking thinking is all the way wrong. And again, it is, you know, because I do want to get our callers in.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. I want to get our callers in. And by the way, I'm gonna try. That's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to pin because you got to click onto a link to get in. You get in backstage here, and then we'll allow you into the conversation. So for anybody, look in the chat. It should be pinned, but if it's not pinned, look in the chat. We got people who are pinning the link for y'all to be part of the conversation.
It's in the comments.
Yeah, it should be in the comments right now. But yeah, Rich, you know, it is. I don't even know where I was about to go with it, and I had a thought that I really wanted to get off, but it is what it is. If I think about it, we'll come back to it. But anyway, if y'all are trying to get in the conversation, go look in the chat right now. It should say from the official boys club there's a link. Hit the link right now to let us know that you want to be part of the conversation. For anybody who has followed us on Instagram, y'all know we have very basic rules. Number one, do not hit that link if you have no intention of showing your face. Hit that link only if you want to be part of this conversation. So, number one, you must be in an area with good Wi-Fi or good cellular service. Number two, you must be in a well-lit location. Number three, you must be willing to show your face. Number four, we love hearing any commentary you guys may have, but we use this next hour to answer questions so any women can get a true perspective from a man's point of view. So if you want to comment on anything we spoke about tonight, that's fine. Just have a question. And lastly, do not hit that link if you are not 100,000% sure that you want to be part of tonight's conversation. All right. Let me go and we'll get into this. We'll start letting people into the conversation. Let me see if we can get anybody in here. Hopefully that this thing works for us. Bear with me. Hit that link. Okay, I'm having a hard time, and I apologize to everybody. Like we said, you know, take all our mistakes with love this first go round, because this is truly the first time we're learning new technology.
You had somebody.
Yeah, they just got cut off. Hold on, because we're letting people in right now, and there's a lot of people. I don't know what just happened, but a lot of people just fell out of the conversation all at once. So hopefully people are coming back into the conversation. But please join the conversation now. If not, Rich, we're going to another subject because we're having a hard time getting people. The link to join the conversation, it is now in the chat. It's coming from the official boys club. The official boys club, you'll see a StreamYard link that is in the chat right now. Okay. That link. Who we got? All right, Rich. I don't know what's going on, so I will just go to another topic until we can get somebody in this conversation, because I'm letting people in, but I think maybe I might be doing it wrong. Let me see. And again, bear with us, everybody, please. This is our first time.
Hello.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So
Hold on. You got to put your what do you call that?
Camera.
Your
you
camera.
got to bro. Hold on. Cause it's getting stuck.
Like the sock spreaders?
Are those Kappa socks? You got to be kidding me.
This guy sent it to me. You just kicked her out.
Oh my God. I think she did.
Oh,
All right. Okay. Anybody who's trying to get in the conversation, please hit now. Like I got somebody coming in right now. Okay, we can see them, but it's not.
it's buffering. It looks like it's
It's
buffering.
buffering.
Bear with us, guys. This is the first week on this platform, and so far so good. I knew y'all didn't expect it to go no hiccups.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Rich, I'm actually pleased with the way it's going so far.
I just wanted to say
Hold on.
something. You can't use
No,
Google
no, no.
Chrome. You have to use Firefox to log on to the link, or you could download the StreamYard app on your cell phone.
You don't have to download the StreamYard app. You don't need to.
Oh, okay. But
Just click
I
the
know
link.
because I do this for
Yeah.
someone else. But you cannot use Google Chrome to log in.
Oh, you can't.
No.
Now you can use Google Chrome.
I tried.
You can use it, and do me a favor. Turn on your video.
I'm not I'm not ready to get on camera, but I'm here.
Okay, girl, don't worry about it. Like you look good, but we don't
But
talk
I
to
just
empty
wanted
screens.
to let you know that you can't use Google Chrome.
You can use Google Chrome. You can
Okay.
absolutely.
I've tried it before on somebody else's platform. Okay.
Okay, you can use Google Chrome though.
Oh, okay. Well, I used to try to log in with Google Chrome and it wasn't allowed. But have a good one, guys.
All right, Mama.
All right. Okay. It's going out on my side, then your side. Did that just happen to you?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. You were breaking up.
Yeah. We have the same person trying to get in, but unfortunately, she's a yeah.
Damn it. She looked like I thought she had a little spicy to her. I thought it was gonna get a little spicy in here, Lexi.
Yeah, because I'm letting a couple of people in. That one person, their phone keep buffering. So I think her name is JB. What was that it just said? JB something?
I couldn't even see it.
Yeah.
These boxes, work on getting these boxes bigger too, because our boxes are super small, man. You know what it is? I think we're supposed to be doing this from a computer, bro.
I mean, it's possible. I don't. It's possible. Next week we'll do it.
That's what the comments are saying. They're like, "Yo, it's better if you use a computer for this."
Nah, but right now, like it's fine on our side. Okay, anybody who's trying to join the chat, join it now. If not, it's no, we'll keep trying to bring them in. Okay, here we go. What's your name and where you calling in from?
I'm calling from New Jersey.
And what's your name?
Peggy.
Peggy?
Mm-hmm.
What's up,
nice
Peggy?
to meet you, Peggy.
Yes. I think it's like a delay on my end because I hear it like an echo.
No, we hear you just fine.
Okay.
So what's on your mind, girl?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the video about the girl, but to me, I think she's kind of young. But for me, when I meet a guy, I just go out for coffee or I meet him during lunchtime. Then that way, like at lunchtime, I'm pressed for time. If I don't like him, then I could just cut the meeting short.
Yeah, but Peggy, what dudes is available to go out and hang out for lunch every day?
What?
What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I'm sorry, say that again.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a business analyst. I work from home.
Okay, and you're free to go out and mingle at lunchtime every day?
Well, if I don't go out to lunchtime every day, but if there's a meeting, if he wants to meet up, I can meet him during lunch.
Okay.
Okay, so you're saying that to say what exactly? Is the point you calling in just to say the girl is young?
No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, it's just that I didn't agree. No, I guess I said sometimes. I think sometimes when girls talk that way, I don't think she's an older woman to me.
No, she clearly is a younger woman. She clearly is a younger woman. So I don't know that she's that young though. She doesn't look like, she ain't strike me as no teenager. She's a grown ass fucking woman. That she just has an ignorant ass mindset. That's all. But okay, all right, Peg.
All right, that's
Thank
all.
you.
I don't. Okay,
Thank you, Peggy.
you're welcome.
Okay, for anybody
Yeah.
trying to get in the conversation, please hit the link. You will see the link in the chat. I tried to pin it, but I'm not sure if we're able to do it, but we'll figure it out for next week. Yo, you know, Rich, while we're waiting for somebody to get into the conversation, Fred, and I got to get this guy back in because Fred, he borderlines on. He has great points, and when I mean, you know who Fred is?
The guy from Dallas.
The guy from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in week over week, and he has great points, but they always borderline on. And I'm hate to use this because it's such a overused term. Is toxic masculinity. Like some of the stuff he says, I'm like, yo, like maybe it's just a little too far, and it's borderline into to that whole toxic water, where what you're saying is not being received well. Okay, JB, we see you. Can you put on your Can you put on your what do you call it? Your video camera. JB, JB, unmute your phone, please. And JB really want to get in this conversation.
I think she want to give somebody a piece of her mind.
Why? Why you say that?
I don't know. I just got that spicy vibe from her when she was coming in on the initial.
Okay, I hope we'll see. But it's something that he said that I wanted to bring up to you while we're getting callers into this thing. Damn, and I'm trying to figure out what it was that he was talking about. What are you looking at, Rich?
Oh, you can see me still?
Yeah.
Oh, see, well, no, I pulled the comments up. So apparently, if I pull the comments up, you could see me looking at the comments with my blind ass. So that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the comment section.
Yeah, like you've done it a few times.
Oh, that's what. So when I click on that, when you see me get all up into the camera, that means that I'm looking at the comments because they're one, they're dumb small, and two, I didn't think you could see me when I.
Okay, JB, you got to figure this out with your phone. Like we trying to let you back in, and shout out to my girl Diva. Diva, I know okay, there you go. Finally, JB, we can see you. Shout out to my girl Diva. Diva, what up? I see you was waiting to get in. Hit the button again, Diva.
You talking about Diva from
the BX?
God.
Diva from the Bronx.
JB, what is the problem, huh? This can't be this difficult.
Yeah, I think. Okay, you know what? Where SB at? Because this can't be that hard. It just can't. So let's do a test run with SB. SB, where you at?
I'm looking for SB if she even in the room. I ain't seen no comments from SB. Erica Yates, Linda Potter, Lexi, Carla Young, Lori, Adam from once. No SB comments. I don't see no SB comments.
All right. You know, Rich. Let's just go into conversation. Um, and I want your honest thoughts on this. Are men? Okay, who we got here?
Period. And yes, you
Okay,
are grown.
Diva, what up?
Hey y'all.
What's okay? Why can you figure this out? Nobody else can figure this out.
I don't know. I don't know. Reading is fundamental. That's what I gotta say. Reading is fundamental.
Yeah, this ain't that hard. All right,
Yes,
get yourself settled, Diva. Welcome to the new platform.
yes. Yes. I was waiting for y'all last week, but y'all wasn't here. And didn't y'all have an anniversary on the 4th? Like it was like y'all second year or something, like being up as the boys club and stuff.
Nah, we ain't make 2 years yet.
Nah.
Oh, so it was probably a year something. I don't know, because I was reading the old comments and stuff. Well, not comments, but the streams that you was putting up and stuff. And I think October 1st, I think I saw 2021, or it hasn't been 2022 since y'all said y'all ain't made the 2 year mark yet.
Yeah.
But hey y'all, Rich.
What up? Got that ripple.
Sure do. And this too. All right, so my question is, why do men get stuck and content with the life that they live? Why don't they want to fucking grow?
What you mean? You got to give us some context.
The same man that I told y'all about from the jump, that was my very first time up here when I read y'all that poem. Y'all told me that it was gonna wind up fucking up again, and unfortunately it did. So me and him had a conversation, and he was on some shit like, oh, I asked you about your job and shit because I be wanting to motivate you. Cool, I want to motivate you too. You want me to grow, but you want to stay stuck. Grow with me. I will outgrow you and leave you right where the fuck you at. Grow with me. Why you stuck and just stuck? You want to motivate me and have me outgrow you and make me better for the next man? Come on now, grow with me, motherfucker. Yo, whew.
Yo, Diva, you are
I
you
had
are
to breathe.
you are aggressive tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Diva, real talk. Like, have you ever had this conversation with your man?
Yes. I dead ass. We just had this conversation last night.
As
Literally
real
just
as
last
real
night.
as you're having it with us?
Yes, I told him like you motivating me, like those exact words that I just said to y'all, like, oh, you motivating me, like I want to motivate you too. You want me to grow, I'm gonna fuck around and outgrow you. Grow with me. Like, why you so stuck? Like, why are you so stuck at your big grown ass age? He's
How
in
old
his
is your man?
40s. He's in his 40s. In his
Oh,
early 40s, but he's in his 40s. His birthday is on Sunday.
so this a grown man.
A grown ass man. That's what I'm saying. At your big ass age, what the fuck are you doing? You don't want to grow. Like you don't want to grow, my nigga. Like what's up with you? You want to motivate me, but stay stuck and stagnant. Like grow. Like come on. Like you want me to hold your hand? Okay, let's go. Like you want to motivate me, but like why do they stay stuck? Like it's like Rich. Remember when I pulled up Girlfriends, and I'm dead watching it right now. That's my show. I love Girlfriends. But remember when I brought up William and Monica, how she wanted to motivate him to become a senior partner and all of that? It's like a situation like that. But William actually wanted to grow from Girlfriends. Like my man is like he just stuck. Like it's annoying now. Like and it's annoying. So why do they say yes, baby, yes, baby? Give me 1 second, okay? All right.
But
Yeah.
what does your man do for a living?
He do music and he do other shit too.
So you were one of those.
Yeah, then what are we talking about here, Diva?
Because who am I to come 2 years ago asking him to grow and move up out of the spot of the
But
stubbornness that he's in, right?
so you say he do me? What, he a rapper?
Yeah, he raps, he
Okay.
produces, he edit videos, he shoot videos. Like,
So does he do all that? Does he physically he's out there doing all that? Like he's actually out there editing and shooting videos, and that's what he does for a living? Okay.
yeah,
Now
he
with that
actually
being
does
said,
that, and he's actually good at that too. I give props to Mizzou. Just because me and him going through it is not like, oh, he's mad whacking. No, he's actually good at what he do. He's very talented.
so now how do you expect him to grow? What do you want him to get a job at NBC?
I'm saying though, you could do that, like grow, like not at wherever the
No,
fuck
I
you
want to
just
know what.
said.
No, I'm trying. You keep saying grow. I just need to understand what grow means. Does grow mean, nigga, you a 40-plus-year-old man? You're a fucking rapper. That means you're a fucking rapping Dalmatian, nigga. Get your ass off and get a real job and start moving on with your life, because that's a real thing, right? Like that's a real thing.
Yeah, but I'm not telling him to stop what he's doing. Like that's probably like a coping skill. If he's mad, he'll go to write a song. Like that's something that he would do as opposed to being outside fucking shooting people. Like you feel me? No dumb shit like that. But that's like one of the things he do to like release because he keep things bundled up too. Like he don't like talking to me, and I'll be like, what the fuck? Like
Okay, so
what the
let me give
fuck?
you a word of the wise. The shit that your boyfriend doing, there's a ceiling on it for niggas who aren't successful. You're telling him to grow in a world in which it's not his decision of whether he grows or not. I'm sure the nigga would love to wake up tomorrow morning and decide that he wanted to be fucking Drake or Future. That's not how it works in that world.
No, that I do know, and I'm not telling him to stop it, but you can do both. Like you can have a 9 to 5 and also do the music
Okay, so
and do
that's so you're
whatever
making
else that it
so
is
that's
that you're
back to my
doing.
original point. Are you telling a nigga that he's getting old and he needs to get a real job? Because that's not growth. That is nigga grow up. That's not grow. Grow
It's like
means,
reality.
huh?
I said that's like
Hold on,
reality.
Diva. Hold on, Diva. Yo, Rich, say that again. 'Cause that was a powerful line. I hope that didn't go over people's heads. Say what you just said again.
I said there's a ceiling for this shit, and you telling a man to grow when you really want him to grow up. Because if he would love to wake up tomorrow and be Drake or Future or whoever, whatever your favorite thug or whoever your favorite rapper is, he would love to
Uh-huh.
wake up and be that dude. It's not that easy. So to say in that world that you need to grow, bro. Nah, nigga, you need to grow up and realize that you a 40-year-old man and that this rap shit might not be what it is. So it might be time to
Right,
pivot and do something else.
right. One moment. I'm sorry. I know y'all hear the noise in the background. I'm sorry.
Yo, Diva, you lucky this
My
the first
lighter
day on our
wasn't
platform.
my
Now you're
lighter
gonna try to
wasn't
play the
working, y'all.
mixtape on the fucking on the
Yes, baby. Look, say hi. Hi, guys.
What's up, mama?
No, that's my son. My daughter in the
Oh,
video.
what's up?
That's a
What's up, my
son.
little man?
I'm sorry, y'all. That's my kids out there listening to music and shit. Say what you were saying, Rich. I'm sorry.
No,
You
but
like
that's
grow
that's the
up and the type
reality
of
of it.
life you
Like
live.
at some point, you need to grow up. Like you say he 40 plus years old, and nigga still trying to be a rapper. No, bro. If you want to do that as a hobby, then so be it. But that can't be your income stream. That can't be your job. You
No,
have to get a real job. That's what growing up is all about. Understanding. That's like a nigga will play basketball. Nigga, you're not going to the NBA. At some point, you got to get a job. You're not
okay,
going to the
yeah.
NBA. You can fucking play rucker and do all that shit you want to do, but if you're not going to the league, it's time to pivot and get a real job. Same thing in the music industry, same thing in acting, same thing in everything. If you've been doing this shit long enough and it's not succeeding, and you're grown up and you have kids in the house that are yelling in the background, listening to music while Diva's smoking on a blunt and drinking Ripple, nigga, you need to get a job.
Listen, they died the rule with me. So
Yeah, Diva, let me ask you something real talk.
what's up?
Like, does your man? I know he rap. I know he shoot videos. All of that. Does he? In your opinion, is this a serious career thing for him, or
No,
it's not?
no. I believe it's just like a hobby. Like Rich said, it's a hobby for him, but he also does make money for it because he has a studio in his apartment. So, like, if people want to record, like, he would come and do the session for them. He would edit the work and do all of that. Like, so it's a hobby thing for him. But what I'm saying is, get a job. What he told me was he make the same amount that he would as if he was working like a 9 to 5. He making the same amount doing what he's doing now. And then that's when I was like, so you don't want to make more money? Like you don't want to grow? Like what the fuck?
I don't know, Diva.
Rich, you done with me?
You're not making no sense to me.
Sean, am I confusing you?
No, you're not confusing me. I just think at the end of the day, I mean, your man. I mean, first and foremost, let me before I say what I'm gonna say. What was? How long y'all been together? 2 years?
On Halloween, it'll be 2 years.
Okay, what was he doing when you got with him?
Same thing. Same thing.
Okay,
Yeah. All right, baby, I'm coming. Give me a second.
your man was. This is the way you met him.
One moment, y'all.
Yo, she lucky this is
Give me a
this is
second,
our
baby.
first
Give
day.
me a second. I'm coming, okay? Okay.
Because
Yeah.
your disconnect button, your disconnect finger, Sean's disconnect finger is a lot more
What you said?
than mine. Because I would have been X your ass out.
Okay, so again, I know you said he's in his early 40s. Was he 40 yet when you met him? Okay, so it ain't like the nigga was 38 and 2 years later he 40. So he is 40 something right now. All right, so let me just put it to you as plainly as I can. Um, First and foremost, you chose this nigga. You didn't choose an 18-year-old who want to be a rapper, want to be a director, and they got their whole life ahead of them. You chose a nigga who's in his 40s when you met him, and this is what he was doing. This is what you
Yeah.
signed up for. So for you to be complaining 2 years later, what did you think this man was gonna do? Did you think in his 40s he was gonna change the court? Like this is how he's been making a living. This is like he used to waking up late. This nigga used to smoking. He used to bringing niggas to the crib, and probably he got the vocal booth in his bathroom and making a few dollars.
No, it's in the closet in his room.
Same thing. But the bottom line is, this nigga ain't changing. It ain't no such thing as grow up. It is no such thing as grow. He done grew. This is a grown, and I'm giving you, you know how they be like, yo, it's a spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
When the niggas, when people see the movie before you and they tell you the ending, let me tell you the ending of your story, of your movie. This nigga is gonna be this nigga when he's 60. This dude don't want to get up and go work. He don't want to give nobody 8 hours a day. He is content sitting home playing PlayStation, listening to music, writing music, doing whatever he do, living wherever he live, because it been working for him all this time. Why should I change? And you ain't gonna change me, especially when you met me this way.
That's
This
the
is
thing.
how you came in the door.
I don't want to change him. I just want him to grow. I see more potential. I know he could be better.
What do
I
you
don't want to change
mean?
him.
Better at what? Better at editing video? You met a grown man. You met a grown man. That's it.
All right.
I mean, Diva, you know we love you on this platform, but I'm just telling you, I'm giving you a spoiler alert. This dude right here, you got what you got. And I'm gonna keep it 100. If I was him, I would tell, like, this is how you met me.
Ow.
If I was your man, I would be pissed that you coming to me again and again talking about I want you to grow. Was this not me when you walked in the door? You know I could be better. That sound great. But you settle for what's right here. So I'm just telling you, your man ain't changing. He's not. And I don't even think nigga gonna get a job. I don't care if it's at Taco Bell. I think that dudes like that, the man is in his 40s. He's set in his ways. He like getting up late. He like staying up late. He like getting high. He like PlayStation, and he like listening to music. Nigga, and he get to be with you on top of it. Life is good. Like, look at it from his standpoint. What the hell would he change for?
That's insane.
Like real talk. Let me ask you. Put yourself in his shoes. What is his motivation to change? He got you
Hello.
being like this. That's what you're missing. He got you now. Now, if you would have held out on the box and told that nigga, yo, you got to step it up before you get with me, maybe he'd have changed then.
That's another thing I had said when I first came up with y'all too. When I read the poem and all of that, I was saying like, if he would have kept it a buck from the jump, saying like, oh, I just want to fuck, then I would have been okay with that. That was when we first met. I did not fall in love yet. I just met you. If you just want to fuck, okay, me too. A fair exchange ain't a robbery. I'm not asking you for no bread. I'm not saying, oh, well, you got to give me this and you got to give me that if you want some. No, we got the same 24 hours in a day. Whatever you can make, I could bring the same shit to the table. Probably more. So I don't know. It's heartbreaking, but I've
It
been here
is
before,
heartbreaking.
so
It's heartbreaking, but I'll throw it over to you, Rich. I'm telling you, Diva, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you got what you got. And if you put yourself in his shoes, that nigga ain't got no incentive to change. He just don't.
Rich.
I mean, I told you how I feel. Unless you trying to get that man to change his ways and go out and get a new job and change the way he moved, then like Sean
That's
said, he ain't doing that.
insane.
You. This is what it is. This just like you. You got a person that does what he does, and he's entrenched in his life. You can't change that. Like Sean said, he has this. At this point, it's habitual. He got a lifestyle. He lived that life for a long time, and this is what his
Yeah.
life is. So unless he hits a lick and gets a break, and just by the grace of God, then I don't see much changing. Honestly, I don't see much changing.
Ain't
So
much.
she hung up.
No, I don't know what happened.
Oh,
Okay,
uh-oh.
JB, you finally got it figured out.
I finally did. I put my glasses on like I told Rich to do earlier.
All right. So
What like
what was this
you've been
about?
messing up our show all night,
No,
girl.
no, no, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had just jumped out of the shower and I didn't want y'all to see. I had to get dressed first.
All right.
Oh,
So
God.
so first and foremost, your name and where you calling
Selena.
from?
I'm
Celine.
calling from an hour and a half north of the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx originally, but you guys don't know where Wappinger Falls is, so I'm not gonna say that.
Sean from Wapadeer Falls.
Who? Sean
Right?
is not.
Listen,
You from
how you gonna tell somebody
here? We going out for coffee, Sean.
uh
Anyway,
what up, Selena?
nothing much. I actually wanted to go back and say, like, where are these girls? Are these girls really brought up with like dads in their lives? You guys got to go back to like their psychology of how they thinking or why they thinking the way they're thinking. Because if they're not brought up the right way, or if they're brought up in families or environments, and I think a lot comes from like city life. City life is like, oh, who can get me out of here? Who can, move me up in the world? Who can make me better in the world? When some of us, like, we had to work for all that stuff. We had to grind and make us who we are because our parents didn't have it. I think some of it goes from how they were raised. If they were raised with silver spoons in their mouths, now they think that they need to be catered to be provided for. I'm not saying it's right, Rich. I just feel like half of them are going through the things that they were taught. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm sorry, but I have to say, like, I raised my son with chivalry. I raised him with him opening the doors for a woman, him paying for the first meal, second meal, whatever have you. But when he sees the interest back from the other person, then you keep it going. But you're not going to just do everything for a woman either. It has to be a give and take. When somebody is at 80, the other person's at 20, it goes both ways. The totem pole goes opposite. It's not just going to go one side all the time. And that's the problem I see. He's shaking his head, but I don't know what he's thinking.
I'm shaking my head because I'm not in full agreement with you. I agree that you should raise your son with chivalry. I agree that relationships should be reciprocal. I don't believe that it's a sociological thing with these people, not psychological, but sociological. I don't think it's about that girl not growing up with a parent in her life. I think that she's entitled. I think that women today are entitled. I don't know that it has anything to do with your upbringing. I don't know that it has to. I can't definitively say that it didn't have anything to do. The reason that these women are running around here with a sense of entitlement is because they didn't grow up with a father. Like I don't believe that.
I'm not saying it's all because they didn't grow up with a father, because at the end of the day, I didn't grow up with a father either, but I have morals, values, and respect for myself. My whole thing about that is you don't look at the way people were raised. It's entitlement, as you said, and I'm going to go with that. Entitlement. Were they so entitled that they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth? They were given everything throughout their life. Or was it because they just feel entitled? I don't think it just comes just for somebody to feel entitled.
I think I honestly think because it could be socio. I just the way that girl, the way she was thinking, the way she was speaking, the way she was talking, and her whole energy was that of a woman who is very, very insecure, who really is trying to appease herself or placate her own insecurities by what she's getting from a man. Like she needs justification. She needs to be validated in who she thinks she is, and how you think you are is based on what you can get from somebody else. So what makes me pretty is what a nigga does for me. It's almost like this. And Sean will be able to attest to this. We used to laugh at women. We used to laugh at women who thought they were the baddest chicks in the whole world because they was dating said football, said basketball, said rapper, said music industry. We used to laugh at them because we understood the background of it. There's 50 of you, but you feel like, oh, I'm with such and such, so I'm her. I gotta be her. Nah, mom, you're not her. You one of 50. You're not one of one. You're one of 50. And that's what these women have to understand, that there's other women out there. Like, just because a dude placates you or does some silly shit with you doesn't mean that doesn't validate you. Just because one dude took you out and gave you $500 to get your hair and nails done before y'all went on a date doesn't make you that chick. I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird flex for me because I just feel like women who have that level of insecurity need validation, and they seek validation from trying to get things from dudes that makes them feel like that's who they are.
Seek validation. How are you seeking validation from money, though? Validation is more so security minded. No, I need validation as what? Like, you got to tell me I'm pretty every 5 seconds? No, because if that was the fact, then she wouldn't be asking you for money to make her pretty. No, she would be making herself pretty for you to keep asking.
That girl did not ask for money to make her pretty. The girl said that I spend money to get pretty. My makeup is expensive. Everything she said had a price tag on it. My makeup is expensive. I put on makeup to leave the house. So I've already outdone you by just walking out the doors because my makeup costs $150 for some mascara from MAC or whatever the hell she's talking about. That's what she's saying. She didn't say that she wanted nobody to pay for anything for her. You had to pay her to look good. She's saying that you need to take her to a $200 dinner with entrees and desserts and all of that other shit because she's already done her part by leaving the house. That's what I'm saying. She's looking valid. She wants validation from that person that, oh yeah, you are who you think you are. That when you left the house and you put on makeup and you are who you thought you were. Because now I'm going to do what you think I should be doing for you. And that's going to placate, appease you, and make you feel like you are who you think you are. When that's just not the way relationships work.
Not at all.
That's entitlement, and that's one-sided, and that's very, very, very selfish. That you.
But going back to that, do you think it's more so from their upbringing and how they were raised, or do you think it's her surroundings? Like, what makes her think like that is what I'm getting at.
Well, because this is social media era, and all you got to do is look around, and women are competitive. And if one girl says it, the other girl tries it. And if the other girl succeeds in that, then it becomes a thing. It's the same thing with anything of today. You put it out there and it becomes a narrative. You put it out there and it becomes a gospel. You put it out there and it becomes how people will live. That's what it is. So now it's gotten to the point where enough people have said that this is what you do. Then now people are actually starting to think this is what you do. Think about it. This is just, it's a whole copycat world, and it's a competitive world.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't live like that. So I couldn't tell you whether or not it is. And obviously you and Sean don't live like that. So it all goes back to, it had to be led from something. It can't just be a copycat. That's all I'm saying. It can't be, oh, well, she got it, so I can
could
get
be
it
as
too.
simple
Because
as
every chick is not pretty.
it could. Every chick, you're right. Every chick is not pretty, and that's what makes it worse. I don't think that the girl who was on the video was pretty. I don't think she was drop dead. She wasn't Halle Berry. Like she didn't do it for me like that. She was all right. She's cool. She wasn't that. That goes back into the whole Kevin Samuels thing. Why do you think you deserve this? Which is why I would like to start getting these girls on the platform. I would like to start having those conversations. What makes you think that you, because now you get to the crux of it. So we can never get to the crux of why she thinks the way she thinks unless we talk to her. We can read a video, but now we're just arbitrarily trying to psychoanalyze somebody that we know nothing about. We don't know her upbringing. We don't know anything about that girl. All we can do is dissect the video. But if we had her here, we could ask the questions. Why do you think you deserve that? Who are you? What is the quote unquote, the question that everybody hates to be asked? What are you bringing to the table? But because we don't have them on here, all Sean can do is listen to a video. And from that video, you come up with and you surmise and you deduce and you get a feeling about how angry that girl made you feel with her commentary.
No, she made you angry, Rich.
No, she pissed me off. She pissed me off because I don't understand the gall. I don't understand the mentality. My mother's not like that.
But you're not, you weren't, again, and it brings me right back to, you weren't raised like that. I wasn't raised like that.
But if I can't get to the bottom of it, I would love to have her debate her. I would love to have her on this platform right now. Me and Sean read her the riot act, and she might lead this conversation and kick both of our asses.
You better be nicer than you were to me. That's all I gotta say.
I'm just saying.
You ain't never gonna get her on here if you like that.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean,
no, you're right.
If I make a comment, if I do some shit and I make a comment and my shit goes viral, I'm gonna look to spread my gospel.
Absolutely, you got to stand on what you say.
So she should be looking for the opportunity to come on here and chat with us because she gets an opportunity to spread her gospel. And all the women who are in the comments right now that when Sean played the video were destroying her. So now you get to give your point of view and what makes you think this way and what you bring to the table. And that's the old, like I said, this is the old Kevin Samuels thing, why people used to get mad at him because women like her would come on the platform and talk about what they deserve, what they should get, what they this, what they that. And a man is not supposed to say, because we're men, and we're not supposed to say, why the fuck would you deserve that? You fucking busted, blah, 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 whatever. However these men describe these women, men are not supposed to do that. And that's what allows women to do these things, because now you got dudes who don't want to be, who want to be political. And they don't want to come at these girls. And they don't want to say, you don't deserve that. You're busted. You're busted. What makes you, what in the right mind would make you sit on this platform and tell people what you need to do or how you leave the house? Or what, who are you trying to psychoanalyze that you are here dropping videos about how to get a 3-course meal? Like, who the fuck are you? And what do you bring to the table? And why would anybody give it to you? Because this could all be hyperbole, bitch. You could be talking bullshit.
Could be.
But we don't know.
She got to stand on her bullshit. But needless to say,
she got to stand on
it all goes back to also what you said in regards to the females. Like when they talk their crap, men just kind of fall back and not say what they think. Females do the same thing back the same way. So going back to what I think Diva was saying in regards to her situation with her, boo thing, she won't tell him what she really feels. Like, you need to get off shit or get off the pot, basically, because feelings get involved. So it goes both ways. I just think a lot of people don't say the things that they want to say because it hurts people's feelings. Sometimes you got to put the feelings aside and just tell them how it is. Sean?
I mean, I agree with you. I don't disagree with you. I mean, I think Diva has a whole other situation going on.
Oh, absolutely. But
yeah.
it was just reiterating some of the things that she was saying as far as what Rich said. Men can't say the things that they want to say. Well, she can't either. Sometimes it's just what it is because of feelings or whatever have you. This is a good platform.
I didn't get that sense from her. Diva never gave me the sense that she held her tongue. She didn't. She gave me the sense that she wants old dog to learn new tricks. I truly took from the conversation that she tells him, I want you to grow. I want you to start doing some other things. But I think where she's hitting a brick wall, this man is who he is. He's 40 years old. He's 40 plus. He's in his 40s.
Right.
You're not teaching that old dog no new tricks, especially when them old tricks been working for him. He got hurt. And that's the part that I needed her to see is like, yo, the very thing that you are unhappy about, he bagged you being this person. So from his standpoint, and I'm a man, and I've been around some very, very ambitious men, and I've been around some lowlifes, dudes who don't want much out of life. Some niggas are just comfortable being exactly where they at. They don't want to grow. And it's as simple as that. Like as much as that might be hard to hear, some dudes don't want to grow. But we're sitting here and we're talking, guys. I would love, Rich, you just brought it. We can't get no women to come on this show and talk like they good for making an Instagram video, and maybe it's because they want likes, maybe they love the comments, maybe they want followers. So they talk all this crazy talk, and they're beyond entitled. I don't understand it. I would love to get one of these women on here to ask them where, just to your point, Selena, is like, yo, where did this entitlement come from? Like, but more important, was Sean wouldn't have wanted to ask him, how's it working for you? Because I don't believe any of them got men. So you out here preaching the gospel, You might be getting followers, you might be getting likes, you might be getting comments. And I'm sure for them, good comments, bad comments, it's all the same. Just comment, just watch my video. But the truth of the matter is, you're alone. And if I would love for one of them to come on and actually have a man sitting next to them and say, you see the way I think, ladies? I got him. He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, and he got a job. And he's making 6 figures. And he loved me to death.
Why he
Show
gotta
me
be dark?
Sean, who's the girl we had the week? Not the girl that you did today. The last time
Come closer to your camera, Rich.
Huh? The
Come
girl.
closer to.
Who
Yeah.
was the girl that we did? Not this one today, obviously, but the one that we did. I think it was last week, and she also did a video similar to what Shorty did today. I actually DM'd her. Somebody actually, one of our followers actually sent me her video and was like, it was me, you, we were talking about her video. And then she sent me and was like, this is her video. So I'm going to work overtime to get that girl on here next week. Not the one that we had today. But
I know exactly who you're talking about. The one who treated a man with the corporate, the C-suite. Yeah, like I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yes. We're going to get her on. We're going to get her on next
She's
week.
not going to come on. She's
So
not.
why do you think that these women will go out here and do these videos but not stand 10 toes down on their sentiment?
Rich. Because if I don't know nothing else, I know we live in a world where people crave attention, even if it's bad attention. That they crave it. You told me a long time ago about reality TV. You said, Sean, you can't be in the middle. You got to be all the way one way or all the way the other way. You don't think that when they trying to grow their social media followings, they think, who you waving to?
I'm gonna say goodbye.
Oh, you gave goodbye? See you later, Selena. Good combo though. You don't think that they know this is gonna get me more people following me? That's what I think it is.
So you think that these women don't really have these, so you're in your mind, you're like, this shit is so far left that they couldn't possibly think like this. The girl that we listen
no. I do think that they think like this. Mm-hmm. But what they think about more is clout and likes. But again, like I said, if you can get one of them on the show, I'll be super happy. Because when it comes down to it, I just want to know, how's it working out for you? If any of them can tell me that, I'm good. Hit that button if you're trying to get into a conversation. Rich, we've been doing this for 2 hours. If nobody else is trying to get to a conversation, it's our first night on a new platform. We're gonna chalk it up as a success. But for anybody trying to get in the conversation, please hit that button. It's pinned to the comments right now. It's pinned in the chat. So we'll give it another few minutes. If not, I think we did good for a first night. Who we got? Who we got?
Yo, am I on?
Yeah, you on.
Oh, okay. Hey, y'all got the new profile, the new platform, so I didn't know I was just gonna pop on like that. Hey, but I appreciate y'all coming over to YouTube. I mess with StreamYard. StreamYard, all right, it take a little bit of getting used to, but once y'all get used to it, man, it's pretty easy to use. I wish they really had to set up for cell phones where you wouldn't have to do it from a laptop. But yeah, StreamYard is pretty dope.
Oh, so StreamYard is a better platform from a computer.
Yeah, it's better from the laptop. You can do more. So a lot of the issues that y'all having, if you do it from it's really made for laptops. So some of the stuff that y'all not able to do, yeah, it'll be easier from the laptop, I really would say y'all. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but kind of do like a dry run before you really go live to really work the kinks out and figure out how it works. But
Got you.
yeah, but I'm happy y'all over on YouTube. I'm really uh looking to see the growth and how many people y'all gonna bring in because y'all have really good content, you know. And hey, listen, hey, Rich, don't hold back. One thing I notice about us men, we hold back when we talk about women, and maybe that's just the manly thing to do. But women for sure don't hold back when they talk about us.
Hold up, is this Fred?
Yeah,
Nigga, what up? We've been talking about you all night.
yeah. I just left the gym. I finna go pick up my shorty. So you know what I'm saying? We finna, hang out for a little bit. But yo, listen, we gotta let if they can boldly talk crazy about us, we can boldly give them that work back. Because that's the only way we gonna fix this.
I don't
We
agree,
got
Fred. I don't
we
agree. I don't agree. I don't agree, bro. I hear
I
what you're
Hold on,
saying.
let him speak. Let
Go
him
ahead,
speak
go
because
ahead,
I
say
would
it.
love to hear
I,
this.
the only reason why I say that is because being the nice guy, being tactful, uh being respectful, I think us men have been doing that the whole time. And it's only bred entitled women. So at some point you gotta change. You gotta change how you coming at it. I know a lot of people don't like Kevin Samuels, but what Kevin Samuels did was important, and the majority of his listeners was women. And I know a good amount of women that secretly listen to his content and he actually helped them. His delivery wasn't like Derek Jackson the liar. His delivery wasn't like Steve Harvey. He wasn't faking it like Will and Jada. He gave it to you straight and no chaser. And I think at this point, that's just how it got to be until we could correct it. I'll chill right there.
Richie?
No, I understand what you're saying, and I 100% agree with everything you said. And I agree with the Steve Harvey, the Derek Jackson, the liar. I agree with Kevin Samuels. I agree with all of that. What I don't agree with is that a man will never be able to be, because we're men, and by virtue of being a man probably means that you're probably bigger than your woman, you're probably taller, you're probably wider, you're probably deeper voice, you probably have bass in your voice, and it appears that you're being hostile. So when you speak with passion and you speak in a certain tone, you use certain words that you use for emphasis, it becomes scary. And then you become the big man that's over top of your, excuse me, you become the big man that's over top of your woman. And it's like, you can't say those things, but really you're just trying to get your point across. So as much as I understand what you're saying, a woman, just like what Selena just left this room and said that Diva doesn't tell her man how she feels. Diva strikes me as bordering on confrontational in regards to how she disseminates her information. She can do that. A woman can tell you, get off your lazy ass, stop playing PlayStation, go get a fucking job, yada, 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 yada. Men can't talk to women like that. Men can't, we can't. Trust me, I've argued with girls I've argued with my girl. I don't argue with random girls. I argue with my girl in that moment, whoever that girl was in that moment. And people came to me and was like, oh my God, you a bully. Oh my God, that's toxic. Oh my God, that's bordering on whatever. Like you can't do that. So that's why women get it the way they get it. They get it the revised version. They get the cleaned up version. They get all of that because at the end of the day, you don't want to come off like you're trying to bully a woman. When really you're just trying to get your point across and help her move forward with the next person or the next situation, but you really you can't.
I understand, but especially where I'm at, at this point. Even if I'm dealing with a woman, she's gonna respect me straight out the gate, and she's gonna understand whatever I tell her is coming from the heart. It's not to be malicious. It's not to be mean. But if I ask you to do something, it's for a reason and it's valid. I don't raise my voice. I don't argue. I don't yell. This is my tone. Even if I'm upset or whatever, this is my tone. And even like just random women I might talk to about relationships and dating and stuff like that, I really let them come to me because when they come to me, they understand it's raw, uncut with no chaser. And I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. And if you think you over 35 with 2 kids, you tatted up, you cuss like a man, that you're gonna get something other than a dude that's trying to rap and got a recording studio and he in his 40s, that's your level. If you coming with a few kids and all of that, that's your level. This is what Tia Mallory is finna find out, and this is why she always complaining. She thought she can leave her husband and she was gonna get out here and get another good man. I'm sorry.
Hold up, Fred. Something just resonated with me. Was you just talking about Diva when you was just talking?
Oh, I was just speaking randomly.
Okay. Yeah, you was talking about
I might have to get Diva back in this conversation.
Yeah, Fred was just talking about Diva just caught a whole bunch of slugs. She was poor Diva sitting somewhere drinking Ripple, smoking a blunt, and just caught all kinds of slugs.
What dude of any kind of value will stand? Okay. Anyway, you
go ahead. Speak your mind, Fred.
You look at a woman like Tia Mallory. She leave, for all intents and purposes, a good dude, because I guess his money or his drive wasn't on her level. But now she's out here complaining that the dating pool is trash. She asked a question the other day, why don't men court women anymore? What dude look at her and say, you know what, I want to court her for marriage, knowing that she, from what we see, she left a good marriage. It just, as she said, it didn't serve her anymore. What man gonna court that? When I can go get a 28-year-old, 26-year-old, 31, 32-year-old with no kids that's ready. Why would I do that? That ain't left supposedly a perfectly good relationship because you just ain't happy. These chicks gotta learn. And I'm sorry, the nice guy, everybody can see it coming. Just like we saw with Will, I give Russell Wilson 6 years after he out the league, he gonna be divorced, just like Dion got divorced, just like Emmitt Smith got divorced, just like a lot of other athletes. Russell Wilson will be the next casualty. I hate to say it, but give him 4-5 years out the league, he gonna be next.
I can see that.
I'll land on that. And yo, I appreciate y'all, man, and I gotta pick up my shorty. She can't hear me talk like this.
All right, Fred.
All right.
Yo, Fred, okay, if you still listening, Fred, I want to get Fred on here. Fred, maybe next week, because there's like I was saying, Fred be borderlining on real truth and toxic masculinity. But his conversations are always on point. Yeah. And I be trying to figure out, where does it fall? Like is Fred just telling it like it is? Or is Fred damaged goods? Fred done been hurt. And right. Now he's spewed. So Fred, hit us, because I need you at the top of the show, brother. Next week we're gonna get Fred in the top of the show, and we're gonna have a whole different kind of conversation. Because I really do enjoy when this man be talking, but I'll be a little. The verdict is still out for sure. Because Fred could be he could be the freaking prophet, and he just spewing the gospel, or Fred could be, yo, like I've been hurt and I ain't gonna be hurt no more. So I think it's always a great conversation. Fred, thanks for calling in, man. I love your perspective. Real talk. Okay, anybody trying to get in this live? If not, we are gonna chalk this night up to a success. We finally did what we said we was gonna do for a very long time, which is move over this platform. We had a lot of people check in tonight, and I'm just happy to see that y'all moved over with us. So, you know, Rich, we'll give some closing remarks. Every week we're going to be here. We're not going to be on Instagram. We're going to be here moving forward.
Yo, like Sean said, we appreciate y'all coming over. I know, you know, we tried to make it as easy as possible. We actually waited a lot longer than we should have. We should have been over here, and we would be probably a lot better off now. But we're here now, and we appreciate y'all for coming with us. Let's keep the conversations going, man. You know what it is. Every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the Boys Club on YouTube. We here. Let's get it.
Yeah, we finally here. This is going to be our new home. Shout to everybody, please. You know, I want to give it up to everybody who rocks with us week over week, because y'all are the reason why we was able to successfully transfer over here. Sheila, I see you. Antoinette, 100% sure. You've been rocking with us from day one. I see people, because I was doing something I don't normally do, but I just want to shout out so many people. Nicole Chavez, who else we got that's blowing this thing up? Siobhan, I think that's her name. Veronica Goodman blowing us up all night in the chat. So shout to all y'all. Jasmine Wright, my man, I am Joe Paul, Tracy Stevens. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation tonight, and thanks for keeping those Autumn. Shout to you for coming over with us. Thanks for keeping those comments entertaining. And I guess we'll see y'all here next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please tell a friend to subscribe to our channel. Peace and love, y'all.